Alright, back at it. I've just been kind of exploring a little bit, didn't do too much, mostly killing some enemies. I found the map to the cogworks. I'm now up in this area, someplace after the quest, and I'm in for it. So I kind of got here and realized I probably should record because this feels like bossy. Um, Mostly because it just got super quiet. So it's either a boss or some sort of a gauntlet. So let's see what it is. Oh, I was wrong. Ooh, I get a bench. Oh, that's... And not trapped or otherwise. That's nice. But seems like I can't move up. I'm assuming I'm going to need something to do that with. So, this was a bust. That sucks. Well, I had some interesting things happen today. Well, yeah, in the last 24 hours, I should say. So I was heading home from work yesterday, and oh, what is this? What is this? Okay, we'll get back to story time in a minute. Okay, what is this cool dude? Oh, that hurt. Okay, that was fun. Who's this dude? Oh yeah.
Aha! Oh, Bopaya.
Okay, well,
Oh, Bopaya.
be nice if you helped me with other stuff. But anyway, so riding home on my motorcycle, my chain or my sprocket on the rear sprocket on the motorcycle decides to just give out. Now, it's probably been doing that for a while, to be honest. Unbeknownst to me, there's 5 bolts that are on that keep the sprocket to the housing. But in any case, it just popped off. So I'm assuming, based on what I figured out, that some of those bolts came undone over time and just slowly backed themselves out. I'm assuming it's due to some things that I'll get to here later, but ultimately, no damage to me. Bike has just the sprocket damage. I'm gonna have to replace that, and some damage to the actual housing. But the good news is I didn't get hurt. Bike didn't get hurt. I ended up having to get a tow. It's in my house. It's about $200 to fix, but what I've been able to gather is that it is whoop, it was likely due to the steel upgrade that I made when I swapped out my chain. I swapped it out for a much stronger rear sprocket, and I think that maybe what I'm seeing, the difference... Ooh, that hurt. Let me focus on this for a minute. Apparently I can't multitask, like, at all. Where is the... Oh, we'll just go back. Heal. In any case, the difference in width might have made it so that when I clamped the bolt on, the bolts on, it wasn't quite enough, and it probably pushed out with all the tension and everything, probably pushed out the bolts from the sprocket, making for a kind of, I wouldn't say catastrophic failure, but a failure. Kind of sucks. How to get it towed home. Word to the wise, most people that tow motorcycles are under the impression that you should do that with the kickstand down while on the truck bed. That is not what you want to do. You'll damage the kickstand or the bike, depending on the situation. One of those critters. Got it. Got it again. So, in any case, they tried to tow it that way. I got on there, explained to them that they can't do it that way. Of course, I always get the thing of, it's how I've always towed things. There's never been a problem. Well, of course there's not been a problem. You're not the one with the bike afterwards. You just towed it to the location, right? So, in any case, once we got things tied down and onto the flatbed. Hopped into the truck, started talking to the guy. Turns out he's an immigrant from Iran. Came here from obviously like fleeing the country for whatever reason, but now he's trying to make a good life here in the States. He's been here for 15 years, got his citizenship after 5. It's pretty awesome to talk to him. We kind of talked about like motorcycling and vacationing and seeing the world, which was fun. It was fun to kind of get his 2 cents. Has a few kids that are varying ages between 11 and 17, which is pretty cool. His wife also fled Iran. It's just, it's just kind of fun. I shouldn't say fun. It's interesting when you get to hear about these stories from people, given the climate with today, and all of the political machinations going on at the moment. Not that that's what this channel is for, but again, sometimes it's interesting to get get another perspective, This is a lot of health. Stop stealing my silk. Where should we go? I mean, this looks like a conch fly thing, maybe. Maybe I can go down over there. I just don't know how to get over there. Maybe I can go to the Songclave, or I can head straight up to the Cogwork Core, but I don't know how to do that. I am honestly at a complete loss of to where I should be going at this stage. I could go down to the Underworks. I didn't finish that, but I want to say that the stuff was busted. Not busted, but I couldn't get in there. I guess I could go back to wherever that gross place was. I also have a new quest to go get some things, so maybe we'll do that. I don't know. Just kind of wandering around talking. So in any case, bike's home, bike's safe. Order the parts from Harley Davidson to get the new stuff. I'm likely going to get a different washer, maybe a thicker washer, to just make sure that the clamping pressure is good enough, and likely add some Loctite. Seems like maybe that will, at least I hope that'll help. I really don't want to be in this position again. Yeah, just kind of crazy. Good thing is I haven't, I have two other motorcycles that I can ride. That was my Pan America that got that had that happen to it, and honestly, probably my own fault if I'm being honest. Sometimes you just don't know what you don't know. You do your best, do the best that you can, but you make an upgrade, and there's just some stuff that you just don't know. It sucks, but that's the way of life. Almost got too greedy there. I was feeling a little impatient. I think there's one more. Poison. As you can see, the movement is what matters, like being able to slide in and slide out. I'm obviously not using... I would rather use the original crest that you get, because I actually like that sideways movement. But it also seems like there's... it also seems like the loadout just isn't quite as good. So I did come in here. I know I've got quests. I don't think I can come down this. It seems like that's not a thing. So again, I am not certain how to get there. Maybe go back to Sinner's Road and go through. Oh, I have been there. I didn't get the area. I've got a circle that says that I was over there. So maybe we'll try going that way. I don't know what the fastest way to get there is. I also know that I have a quest to pick up some items. Yeah, mossberry stew, assuming that's in the mossberry area. No idea where these other things are. Pickled muck maggot, that sounds like that's in the gross place. So, yeah, I guess we'll figure it out. Don't know if there's anything in here that I need.
Oh, cacho.
That's fine.
Rondaga.
Who's this person? Nobody knows. But maybe I shouldn't have done that. I was also trying to kill some of these things. Hopefully I find more of them. 5 more, 1 more, 6 more. May as well. There's this. Yeah, maybe. Somebody's making noises down there. Dang it. Oh yeah, I think I got scared of being over here. But at the same time, no, I've got to go lower. At least kill this thing. I think I need another one of these. I don't need that. Didn't realize that you could continue to move this. Maybe that's why I've been not able to move one side of it. I think so. It's the same no matter which side you go on. But I can see that there's like there's a hallway over there, so like how do we... I think that's the way to do it. I feel like there's something to this though. Like how do you get over there? It's me. I feel like there's something to it. Like can I be in here and hit it with something? Nope, that does not. It is just too fast for that. Beats me. Well, that's a good stopping point. Try to keep these at about 10 to 15 minutes if I can. So, see you in the next video.